So here we have a concept that 10 years ago the age of a father was 4 times of his son. 10 years hence the age of the father will be twice that of his son. The present ages of the father and son are so and so. So suppose we have the present ages here 10 years ago and 10 years ahead. Let's see what their ages are. Let's form a small grid. Okay. 10 years ago, father's age was 4 times that of his son. That means suppose son's age was x, father's age would have been 4x years. 10 years hence. 10 years hence means currently the father's age, 10 years ago it was 4x, so currently the father's age is going to be 4x plus 10. Present ages. Similarly, 10 years ago if it was x, today the son's age is going to be x plus 10. This will be helping us to find the final answer, this particular thing. But the second condition is what? 10 years hence, that is 10 years hence means 10 years from today, which is going to be another 10 years, which will become 4x plus 10 plus 10, that is 4x plus 20. And the son's age today, 10 years from now, that is from today, is going to be x plus 10 plus 10, x plus 20. So 10 years hence, father's age is 4x plus 20 and son's age is x plus 20. So the first set of information is just to relate the son's age to father's age, that is the ratio, and the second information is to form an equation. Now after you get this, there is another relationship told between them, that at that time father's age, that is 10 years hence, father's age 4x plus 20 will be, that is equal to twice the son's age. Now here it is going to be 2 bracket x plus 20. Now here you need to be careful. It's 2 bracket x plus 20, not 2x plus 20, because it's twice the whole of this. So this is our equation. So if you solve it, you get 4x plus 20 is equal to 2x plus 40. So therefore you get 4x minus 2x, 2x. Take it to the side, 40 minus 20, 20. And x will turn out to be 10. So x will turn out to be 10. Now we are concerned about the present ages. So if x is 10, 4x plus 10 would be 4 into 10 plus 10. That is 40 plus 10, 50 years. And this would be 10 plus 10, 20. So the answer is going to be 50 and 20. Father's age is 50 years and son's age is currently 20. We can check up. 10 years ago it was 40 and this was 10. 40 is 4 times 10. 10 years hence, 50 plus 10, 60. And this 20 plus 10, 30. 60 is 2 times 30. So presently, father's age is 50 years and son's age is 20 years. Thus we can, in this, it would also be smart to actually check it up. See 50 minus 10 by checking out each of these values of for this particular condition. So 10 years ago, father's age was 40, son's age was 10. Yes, 40 is 4 times. 10 years hence, this is 60, this is 30. So 60 is 2 times 30. So in this particular case, instead of forming the equation, you can even do by substituting these values in the condition and check, since it's an MCQ format. However, if you have to solve it, we have to solve it in this format. So our answer is going to be 50 and 20, and let's check this, and yes, we do have it right. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, so what we have here is the product of two numbers is 3200 and the quotient when the larger number is divided by the smaller is 2. The numbers are 16, 200, 160, 200, 60, 30, 80 and 40. Now here the inbuilt assumption is we are going to take up only positive numbers because we're going to get case of maybe a square. So we are considering only positive numbers. Now it is told that x into another number is 3200. So if you take one number as x, the other number dash is going to be 3200 upon x. So, in other words, 3200 upon one number is x, the other number is 3200 upon x. Now it's told we can take the larger number as x or the smaller number as x, whichever ways. So we have x as suppose a larger number, so we get the smaller number as 3200 upon x. So when the larger number is divided by the smaller number, so you have x, the whole divided by the smaller number 3200 by x, we get the quotient as 2, which means that x into x by 3200, which is x square, upon 3200 is equal to 2. So x square would be 2 into 3200, 6400. Taking square roots, we get x is equal to plus or minus 80, but we don't consider minus 80 because we're going to do only positive numbers. So x is equal to 80. So the bigger number is going to be 80 and the smaller number is going to be 3200 upon x upon 80, which is going to be 40. So the numbers are 80 and 40. You can see the product of these two is 3200. Again, 80 divided by 40 is 2. Even over here, doing it this by substitution, we can do it. This is in any case not possible because the bigger number cannot be 16 and the smaller number 200. So this one you can check it up and see. In this case, 160 into 20 is 3200, but when you divide, the quotient is 8. So this is out of question. Here also when you divide, the quotient is 2. So this is out of question. This one we have to check, since these three are wrong, this has to be correct. So here it would be smarter way to substitute these values in the condition and do it. However, if you want to form the equation, we do it this way. Right, so our answer is going to be 80 and 40. And yes, we are right, it's 80 and 40. Right. The next problem that is posed here is that denominator of a fraction exceeds the numerator by 2. If 5 be added to the numerator, the fraction increases by unity. The fraction is so and so. So the denominator, so if you look at the fraction, if you take the numerator as say x, then the denominator exceeds the numerator by 2, so you get x plus 2. That means the original fraction is going to be x upon x plus 2. Right. Now what is told that if 5 be added to the numerator, so you're adding 5 to the numerator, but the denominator remains the same, that is x plus 2. Then this new fraction is the result of increase of the original fraction by unity. Unity means 1. So the same question could have been framed as that if 5 is added to the numerator, the fraction increases by 1. That is the original fraction x plus 2 increased by 1 is equal to the new fraction. So when you add 1 to the original fraction, or 1 more than the original fraction, gives this. So next we need to solve this. So you get x plus 5 upon x plus 2 minus x upon x plus 2 plus is equal to 1. So this will give you x plus 2 minus x is equal to 1. This gets cancelled. So we get 5 is equal to x plus 2. So x remains like this. 5 minus 2 is equal to x. Therefore, we have x is equal to 3. If x is 3, that means the denominator is 3 plus 2, 5. So our fraction is going to be 3 by 5. So this is how we get a fraction. So our fraction is 3 by 5. If you look at it, we can see that if you add 2 to this, we have 3 plus 2, 5 by 5, which is accordingly 3 by 5. So we have 3 by 5 as the answer for this. And hence we have 3 by 5 as the solution for this. So this is how we can do in case of fraction. If you observe, many of these equations can be done even using 2 variables, which will be clearer for you when you actually do equations in 2 variables. And for the examination, you can adopt any one of the methods. There is no hard and fast rule. You need to do an equation in simple 1 variable or 2 variables. Okay. Now, next, what we have here is 3 persons, Mr. Roy, Mr. Paul and Mr. Singh together have rupees 51. Mr. Paul has rupees 4 less than Mr. Roy and Mr. Singh has got rupees 5 less than Mr. Roy. So, here it will be very easy to do by checking. So, if you look at it, you have the order being Roy, Paul and Singh. So, you want to check that Mr. Paul has rupees 4 less than Roy. So, in this case, 16 is 4 less than this. And Mr. Singh has got rupees 5 less than Mr. Roy and 15 is 5 less than this. In all these other things, this is impossible because Roy has a maximum amount. So this is out of question. Here this is not possible. 11 is not 4 less than this. 15 is not 5 less than this. So among these, this is the answer. So our option is this. However, if you want to form an equation, how would you form the equation? Since Mr. Paul's and Mr. Singh's amount is expressed in terms of Mr. Roy. So you can take Mr. Roy's amount as X and Mr. Paul's amount is X minus 4 and Mr. Singh's amount is X minus 5, and all these added together gives you, that is 551, and from this you get the value of X as 20. So Roy's amount is 20, 20 minus 4, 16, 20 minus 5, 15, and hence we get it this way. However, in this case it will be easier to do it by substituting the values in the conditions, right? So the correct answer is 20, 16 and 15 in the same order. Now here you also need to take care. The equation is formed in terms of Roy, but the order is accordingly how we need to do it. You need to be careful about it. So we start with Roy because it's told Roy, Paul and Singh. So sometimes you could even interchange these values, although the values could remain the same. So you have to be very careful over there. Okay, so our answer is 20, 16 and 15. Okay. Now next, what do we have here? We have a number consists of 2 digits. The digit in tens place is 3 times the digit in units place. Let's get back to the same process which you did some time back. You have the digit in tens place, we have the digit in units place. Now we can take the digit in units place as X. It's told that the digit in tens place is 3 times the digit in units place. So that means 3x. So the number is going to be 10 into digit in tens place, that is 10 into 3x plus 1 into digit in units place, that is x. So you get 31x. If 54 is subtracted from the number, the digits are reversed. That means from this 31x, if you subtract 54, you get a number which is obtained by interchanging the digits. That means the new number would be somewhat like this. In the tens place, you have x, and the units place, you have 3x. So the number is going to be 10 into x plus 1 into 3x, that is 3x. So we have 31x, 10x plus 3x is 13x. When you take it to the side, it becomes minus 13x is equal to minus 54 becomes 54. So 18x is 54 and x is 54 upon 18, which is 3. So x is 3. So our number is going to be 31 into 3, 93. So the number is going to be 93. You can check it up. If you subtract 54 from this. 93 minus 54, you get 39. You can even check by actual 39 is out of question, because if we subtract 54 from this, you get a negative number. 92 minus 54 is going to be 12 minus 4, so this won't be 39, so this is out of question. So if you substitute, we get accordingly the number. Alright, so thus we have 93 as the answer. So our number is going to be 93. And yes, we do have 93. Okay, what do we have next here? We say that one student is asked to divide a half of a number by 6, some number say x, and the other half by 4, and then to add the two quantities. Instead of doing so, the student divides a given number by 5. If the answer is 4, short of the correct answer, then the number was what? So a number is asked to, student is divide half of a number. So suppose you have the number as x, its half is x by 2, and it is being divided by 6. Contrarily, the remaining half, that is x by 2, is divided by 4. So we have this, and then to add the two quantities. So that means x by 2 divided by 6 is the same as 1 by 6. X by 2 divided by 4. Division of one number by the second is the same as multiplying the first, that is x by 2, by the reciprocal of the second. So what is told? Half of the number divided by 6 added to half of the other half of the number divided by 4. So, and then to add the two quantities, and you get one particular number. Instead of doing so, the student divides a given number by 5. That is, he does x upon 5. What happens? This answer, instead of doing this, if he is dividing by 5, this answer is 4 short of the correct answer. That means it is 4 short of the correct answer as per. So the correct answer is 1/6 of half and 1/4 of half, and 4 short of this is x by 5, which is the wrong answer. So we get an answer like this. Hence, what do we get? You get x upon 12 plus x upon 8 minus 4 is equal to x by 5. So we get this particular number. You need to read 2-3 times. Accordingly, we get. Now we can take all the numbers together, all the x values together is equal to minus 4 taken to that side is 4. So if you look at it, 12, 8 and 5, 12, 8 and 5, we could be 120 is the LCM. 120 by 12 is 10x, 120 by 8 is 15x, 120 by 5 is 24x is equal to 4. So this will turn out to be 25x minus 24x is equal to 120 into 4. I repeat, we take 120 only after making that as a common denominator. So you get x as 480. Now in this kind of sum, it's better to form the equation and do it rather than substituting. So our correct guy is going to be 480. And yes, we have that as the answer. So in these kind of questions, read the question 2 to 3 times and then form it. And remember this, divide one half. If one half is x by 2, the other half has to be x by 2. Equal halves we are talking about. Okay, fine. So we have another very simple one. If a number has its half greater than fifth of the number by 5. We came across similar questions earlier. There is a number x. Its half is 2 is greater than its 1/5 by 15. That means the difference between them is 15, or the greater number is 15 more than the smaller number. Both mean the same thing. So we collect this to this side and you get x by 2 minus x by 5 is equal to 15. Take the LCM. LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. 10 by 2 is 5. 5x. 10 by 5 is 2 minus 2x is 15. So we have 3x is equal to 150. So x is 150 by 3, 50. And hence we have the number as 50. We can check it up. Half of the number is 25. 1/4 of the number, and sorry, 1/5 of the number is 10. 25 minus 10 is 50. Here we can do by substituting the value. You can look at it over here. 50 and half of 50 is 25, and according to this one, if you say half of 40 is 20 and 1/5 of the number is 8, 20 minus 8 is 12, it is not 50. So this way we can check it and do it. So our correct answer in this case is going to be 50, and we do have it right over here.